Hi there guys, it's me Rogie. It's been a while since I last did a talk video. Been a bit busy with things. Hopefully if you've seen this site's changed a bit. Hopefully you're okay with the changes, but that took a couple of weeks doing that. So finally got round to looking at Beta 3. Now, Beta 3 I think came out a few days ago. I don't know, well, maybe a week or so. It's not too far ago. And basically I didn't play so much of Beta 2 because when 2 come out, they kind of reset everybody's position, which meant that basically you lost all your money and your ship and lots. So Beta 2 would it put me off spending lots of time on Beta 2, because then if they wipe it again, then you have to build up again in each time. I mean, I think one of the things they've done is, well, not one of the things, but one of the things they keep seem to doing is increasing the prices of ships. And I think the most expensive has gone from, last update was about 50 million to 150. So the amount of building up and money's going up and up and up. I guess hopefully it don't go up too much higher, because it'd be so bloody expensive to do anything in the game. You know, it's going to take so long to build yourself up, and when it is quite easily to lose your ship in this game by doing something stupid. So usually you have to have insurance, which is basically when you die, it says you can have your stuff back, but you need a certain amount of money. Now I'm guessing it's a percentage thing roughly, so I would have thought a £150 million ship's going to need quite a lot of money to bring that back. I mean, and if you don't have the money at the time, you just simply lose the ship. So 150 million worth of build up just to lose. Anyway, so this is Beta 3. I think they've increased the amount of sectors up to 2,400. Let's have a look to see what it looks like. I think it's Galaxy map. Now, how do we zoom out? I think last beta it was like a pill, sort of like the shape we had. It still is, but it is much, much longer. Jeez. Kind of one of my little gripes at the moment is the lack of range we've got. I mean, starting ship, yeah, you don't expect to have too much, but most sectors and everything, there's usually one sector gap between everything, and on the starting ship it can really limit how you get around the universe. I mean, especially at the start of the game where you kind of need the most, well, you don't need them, well, yeah, you kind of want to build the most money up at the start, and the jump range really limits you that range of how far you can go. And it's not like you can just say, I'll walk from, say, Alodlin or whatever it is, say to I don't know, say over here something. You have to actually go to each connection all the way down, and if you can't travel that distance, you just can't get there. Now I'd like to see the ranges increase a bit. For a space exploration game, you should be able to get round a bit easier. I mean, anyway, so I'm over in the Luglin, or however you pronounce it. I probably am terrible with pronouncing names, but let's see if we can land here. Right, so we've in range after docking.
Granted.
Right, now we're going up to land. I tried to do a video before this and it wouldn't let me land, so hopefully this time it would let me land. I mean, I know this short little video is not going to show you much difference between Beta 2 and 3, to be honest. I mean, I think one of the biggest things is they've changed how many sectors about. They've added 2 more ships, although they are quite expensive ships, so I wouldn't expect to get hold of them anytime soon, especially if they do another wipe. Yeah, so it's fairly kind of quiet here. Slow down a little bit, not too much though. I think I'm a little bit low. Landing pad 13, so where the hell is 13? No, 43. If I remember, it's near the front. Yeah, there it is. I'm guessing I'm going to be back to front. Hopefully the docking thing comes up.
Warning, landing gear not deployed.
This is going to be a slow landing. Hang on.
Landing gear deployed.
Looked like I was round the right way actually. I think I've gone way too much forward.
Docking
It's
successful.
not as bad as I thought.
Engines disengaged.
So we actually finally got to a station. Let's see services. See what's here. First thing, I like the little bit of colour in there. As such, the white. Before in the previous Peter, it was all kind of orange. Right. See what ships they are. Alright, they've got a lot more detail here. And it's the most expensive ship. Let's purchase it. Costing part yeah, this. Yeah, I thought I'd try just in case. So, shipyard 5. So, what is that 5 different ships they sell? So, how do we change? Ah, I see. We have Viper. 142,000. Viper's quite a good little high-speed ship for attacking and stuff like that. Sidewinder's the default ship. I'm not sure. Well, I suppose if you can buy another one, stick it in your in your hangar. The Eagle, I'm not a big fan of the Eagle. It doesn't seem to really offer much more than the Sidewinder for me. The Hauler's not bad, definitely. It's like your small trading ship. Downside of it, it's got no weapons, and with the kind of difficulty of trading at the moment, because you can't really know where you go into between. You've got to kind of guess where you're trading at the moment. There was a thing that we used to have, and it used to get the information from other people, and it sent them to a particular place, and you could access it and get the current sort of prices for things. But the developers said they don't want people doing that anymore, so it's made trading a lot more harder. I guess that's what we've got for ships. How do we get out of this thing? Yeah, contacts. See if there's any more contacts. Probably not. No. Nice to see my money's not been wiped off. So could I actually buy much for that? Could buy a whole Viper, Sidewinder, Eagle. Can't buy anything particularly that big. Not here anyway. But yeah, I do like this screen to be better. What's going on now? So it sounds like someone's getting attacked. Let me get out. Too slow. Kind of looks like a tennis court. Anyway. Back here, let's have a little bulletin board. Now, I like the way they've separated these available and non-available. Future. That's locally. That's not bad, actually. Yeah, we might as well try and do that one. That seems quite a good one. So where we got to go? Running budget. Oh, is that actually a demand one? Yeah, it's a demand. So maybe I won't bother with that one. And the other. Yeah. And these are the ones I can't do. I like the idea of separating them, but I guess there's one thing you've got to watch out for, is which I found earlier, is if you take a mission on and it's to transport some goods, if the goods make your ship too heavy, you can't actually reach the target, even though it says you can. So it kind of leaves you a bit in a bad place with it. Myself, I'd like to see at least the jump range increases a bit. Maybe even remove the idea of the heavier the ship, there's less range it's got. To me, I don't really understand it. I just feel it's kind of adding more confusion than there needs to be. I mean, when you've got a ship in space and it says it can do 7.5 light years, why does it matter if it's filled up or not? I mean, I'd like to see that change, but I guess it won't. But yeah, it looks like somebody else is being shot for some reason. Let's have a look, see if there's any sort of weapons that have changed. I mean, this was a bit of a slow thing, waiting for it to kind of move it into the hangar. At one stage they did speed it all up, but it looks like they've kind of gone to a middle ground with it. Seems to be quite full. So a mining laser, that's a new one. That's a new one. Torpedo pylon. Railgun. Railgun, that's not bad. And then all your subsystems. I don't know why that one's blank. But with the subsystem stuff, you can swap out, say, that shield and change it for something else. So you could change it for extra cargo space. You could swap it for, I don't know, saying the refineries there, I guess they're for mining stuff. Oh, fuel scoop, that's interesting. That might be quite useful, but yeah. If I remember, that's something new as well, which is the interdict whatever, and what it allows you to do is other people who are flying in space, you can interrupt them, so you can sort of be so you can attack them and that, bring them out of hyperspace. Jeez, what is that? Super Groove. So why is that one rating mass? I don't know. Seems to do the same thing, but it's more expensive. Rating G, rating E. Not sure. No, this will definitely take a long time to build anything up. I'm not too sure how far I'm going to go with it, to be honest, because after Beta 2 and the wipe, it kind of put me off putting too much effort in. I'll carry on a bit and see how I get on in the week or so, and I'll let you know how I get on. For the moment, doesn't look like too much change. Finding the extra sectors is going to take a long time, just purely because of the short range of the Giant drives. And other than that, I guess there's going to be tweaks and stuff. There's going to be things that have changed, and I think there's a few different planets and things like that, but a lot of that is graphical at the moment. Yeah, it's a sort of very quick look, and thanks for listening, guys.